Welcome to Alpha Proto, I'm Alpha Proto, and today we're going to be spriting Kureeza, the son of Freeza. Okay, let's get started. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is check and see who our subscribers are. Who are our subscribers? Alright, we have a new subscriber from 34 minutes ago. We have GMSD 773. Thank you very much, GMSD 773. I hope that I keep you entertained and informed on my character. What we're going to be animating today is an intro. Neko Majin, I feel like he's almost done. I mean, I've got all the basic attacks, I've got some special attacks, got a couple of supers done. I probably need to make some really big cinematic level 3 supers. That's what I need to do. But I want to give them over 10 intros and over 10 win poses. Because I noticed that some characters, it's all random in Hyper Dragon Ball Z. So some win poses or intros you see a whole lot, and I want to avoid like monotony. I opened up the new, we're going to be working with a, I guess that's pink. It's pretty much pink, huh? Could call it magenta. Magenta, that sounds more manly, right? No. Gender neutral. Blue's brother was named Magenta on Blue's Clues. I was like, how do you know about Blue's Clues? And it's like, well, I didn't have Cartoon Network, so I watched a lot of Nick Jr. when I was during the summer. You know, Gullah Gullah Island and Allegra's Window and Fred Panner's Plays. Well, that was like when I was really little. What else did they show? I don't know. Okay, I've got, this is Kureeza right here. This is what he looks like. He looks like Freeza. Guess this Kuri means chestnut, so you put the names together. Guess this chestnut head. I'm gonna use this design because it's actually more difficult than using the other one because it's more colors to manage. But I just don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to see him naked. It's kind of annoying. Freeza, Kureeza. So you know, since he's OP, you know, I guess. I would assume he's really strong like Freeza. So we'll have him in his like repressed power mode with the armor and everything. File, you know, the canvas we're working on is 320 by 240. Color depth is full. I'm going to use Prince B from Sandland, this sprite, as a reference. So let's just drop the prints down here. Sandland is a pretty decent book if you ever get the chance to read it. It's short compared to most manga. It's a lot of chapters, but it's all in one volume, so it's not a fast read, but it's a good story. It follows a theme Toriyama really likes to throw into his stories, which is water. Like, water is a resource, like the most important thing in the world. Which it kind of is. Water and air. You can't breathe. You don't live. You don't get water. You don't live. Yeah, let's sprite this big. You know, I have it this big on the screen so everyone can see it. And down here in this corner you can see all the fine details. Alright, this is just reference. Oh, I'm actually gonna probably trace this. It's a little stubbier. We're in the same pose. I don't know. I don't think I'll use these colors. It's too many. But just get reference. I'm gonna use these. It'll be easier if they're all inverted because he's glowing. I don't know. We'll get this figured out. First thing I'm gonna do is make a new layer. And I will make it transparent. Sorry, transparent. Let's fill it in. This pink magenta color. Transparent. Let's do the same down here. For this. We're gonna trace this character. What colors are we gonna trace him with? Gotta trace him with something that shows up. The worst thing about this program, see the opacity? Actually, okay, before let me finish I'll finish my thought. Yo, Elric Huga! It's good to see you here. What was I doing? Yeah. Well, when you change the transparency on graphic scale, it doesn't give you, it just speckles. So let's do this. Add to the right, drop that there, all frames, transparent this color, and set all frames, transparent, okay. And you turn on the onion skin for back frame. See, now we can see, and that this is a, you know, it's a little clear. Oh, I'm doing good, Elric. Just making some intros, making this character fun. This is all the stuff I really wanted to make anyway. And I was like, well, gotta have a character to show intros, so yeah. What color am I gonna use? I want to use brown. It's gonna end up brown. Let's use this brown. It's two colors. Color. Okay. So, second frame we're gonna trace them. Use curve line tool. HB Productions Hyper Battles. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Doing good. Everything's coming along really good. Enough people use the line tool. Line tool's writer's best friend. This curve line tool's pretty neat too. Okay, let's get these toes. Doctors. Domo arigato. Maybe these legs are a little too long. Alright. Silhouette I'm working with. Will this be a video game? It's not up to me. I'm just gonna... I am gonna ask the Hyper DBZ team if I can, you know, if I got a chance, you know? But they told me I didn't have enough last time, and now I feel like I've got way too much. Now I'm just waiting. He should be floating in the air. His tail should be kind of dangling. But who needs them? As long as I like it, I could find somebody to program for me. See, this is a disadvantage of using the pencil tool. All these blocky edges. Elric. The UC-EVS. No! I came right here. I didn't watch that. He's really entertaining, so I'm happy for him. It's funny. I wish I could command a live stream an audience like that. Then maybe I'd have more viewers. I just wish he had more Comic Artist Pro secrets, like he said, but... You know, I'm there for the comics, you know? I like seeing artists talk and stuff. Seeing the process, the thought process. Big toe. Taking my time making videos, also recovering from being sick. Oh man, get well soon. You wore a mask during your video, so maybe you might want to disinfect your mask too. Get some Lysol and spray it out. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. Oh, I'm trying to see. I upped my budget. Like, I got tired of showing a door, like a big wooden door. It looked rustic, and maybe some people like rustic look, but you know, I'm animating and stuff, so you know, for the kids. And it's like, I got this beach towel. I have this old Goku beach towel. It says Dragon Ball Z on it, so it's not as boring to look at. Else use the straight line tool. There we go. That looks about right. You'd be floating. Okay, the plan is. The intro says. Oh, thanks. Good idea. Good idea. Elric approved. I'm spilling tea everywhere. Ah. Right. So what do I got? Zoom out. It's gonna be about first 100%. Yep, that's how big it is. Zoom back in. But yeah, the idea is like he'll be floating in the air when the stage starts. Like he's the opponent, and he'll say, "Kureeza, Kureeza." Yep, it's Kureeza. Welcome, Nicotine Fist 18. Hope you are doing well. Eric says, I brush my teeth before I make videos. I wear the mask. Yeah. Maybe you should get a luchador mask. Wait, I'm losing track of what I'm doing. Alright, maybe I should make a color palette. These squares. I might use these colors. They're all ready for you. There's 3 of them right here. See, this is how I mess up my colors. Okay, this. I'll switch. Alright, that's done. Now let's use this. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not too big. No, it's too small. Whatever. Let's try it. That there. This. Light to dark. No, dark to light. Dark to light. Yeah, don't copy Cecil. What's all this then? Yo, I'm doing the intro. For my character. It's gonna be Kureeza. Kureeza's going to. It's gonna start off, and Kureeza's gonna be like, "Nice planet you got here." Ho 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 ho. And then Neko Majin's gonna fly in, headbutt him. He's gonna fly out and say, "Papa!" Or, "Daddy!" I think it'll be funny. So he'll be floating in the air like he's the opponent. What else? What do I need? I need these blues. Probably need about 4 colors. These pinks. I like this pink stuff too. Yeah, these colors are better. Let's start dark to light. Looking great. Get him some nice bugged out eyes like Blanca. Yeah, I'll do that. That's the biggest problem with Neko Majin. Like, he doesn't have the eyes to express with. He just has his mouth mostly. So I have to make improvises. Balthazar uses a lot of colors. I'm not very good at color managing. I use too many. I'll probably do the voice. My Freeza's okay. I actually auditioned for the Okratron 5000 Funimation dub for a replacement Freeza. Because the guy who does his voice now, Chris Ayers, I think he had a double lung transplant. Yeah, you're a voice actor and you can't neat new lungs. That's pretty messed up. Anyways, I auditioned for his stunt double, sort of right before he went for, you know, he got his lung transplant. He would do, well, yeah. Wait. I'm trying to think and work at the same time and talk. What am I trying to say? At first, like, it was for the video game. I think it was Fighters, because he wasn't, you know, he couldn't yell because he couldn't get the air, you know? So he needed a stunt voice. So while he was recovering, they needed a voice actor that sounded just like him. I couldn't sound like him, but I didn't sound like Linda Young, is that her name? Something Young? You know, the lady from the original animation dub. Does he actually have lines in this image? No, he doesn't really say much. Retired? What? He was in the Broly movie. Oh, wow. Oh, man, why are you hitting me with this? Eric says, he retired. The Broly movie was his last performance. Very sad. He smoked a lot. Aww. That's why they replaced him with that dude. But it's a really, like, I can't tell the difference. Only difference I can tell is he doesn't do the screeching sound. Like Chris Ayers used to do the screech for Freeza. It was really cool. Like Resurrection F, it was like, it's really blood curdling. Oh, cigarettes. Claim another victim. But at least he got to go to another movie premiere. Like, that's one thing voice actors really don't get a chance to do, is go to movie premieres. Especially not anime dubbers. Because you have to... It's good job security to get a Shonen Jump anime. I'll say that. Because Shonen Jump is like the most premier, like, manga out there. You're making the Shonen Jump as a mangaka. That's like something, but if you can stay in there and get the numbers and all the readers and stuff, you get an anime. Man, everybody, you're like, it seems like you're trying to support yourself when you make it a manga, but that manga ends up supporting a whole lot of people if it gets popular. Think of all the jobs that Akira Toriyama's, like, gotten people. Like, at first it's just like, oh, I'm all working on my manga by myself, and then, oh, they got picked up. Now people are reading it. Now I've got some assistants. I've got to pay my assistants. Now I've got people licensing out to Toei Animation, and now we have all these animators with jobs and all these voice actors with jobs. So when you create a good, like, book or franchise, you're really like, yeah, you're employing a lot of people. You're making opportunities for a lot of talent. Neek? Japanese voice actor also did the Neek sound a lot. Wow, that's good though. I mean, that he was inspired by that. Yeah, I really liked this performance as Freeza, because it reminded me of the first dub voice, but I like the fact that it was a man. But it was a really ambiguous voice, which Frieza's supposed to be ambiguous. Okay, I've got my colors here. Just going in a circle now. I'm gonna need this here. This. Ice says, so it would go from normal sounding voice to a shriek, sudden, and lizard-like. Yeah. Frieza needs that variety. Hey, it's Ryan A. Leonard. What's up? This. One more color. Eric Hugo says they still are crazy in Shonen Jump. I have seen so many mangas that get axed. Yeah, they're all about like what the fans want. this dog eat dog. It's competitive. That's the great thing about it. They compete in the same, like, they're not just competing against like other books, like magazines or whatever. They're competing against each other for the top spot. And they have those voter cards, reader cards that they turn in. And whoever the readers vote to be on top gets the first spot in the book. And the farther back in the book that you go, you know, they'll say, okay, wrap it up. And so we'll give you like 2 more volumes and then you're done. Just here, 2 more volumes or chapters. In 2 weeks you're out. Then they'll put somebody else in your spot. It's like dog eat dog, dog eat dog. What we got? Oh, I'm not done drawing. Guess his arms crossed. Might need to make the Elric. So crazy. I've seen some. Yep. Drawing manga project right now. Still got to make videos of me drawing it. Oh, cool! If you got any money laying around and you need somebody to help you, you know, I need money. Just offer my services. Offer my services to you. Actually, don't even need this reference anymore. Goodbye, Prince. Sweet Prince. Yeah, I've been wanting to work on my manga before I can have a product to try to sell. Well, it's not really going to be a manga. It's a comic. I'm American. It's a comic. But I've been obsessed with this character and working on sprites. I love animating. I love making characters come to life. It's kind of like seeing the progress of your character. It's like it gets addicting. You just want to... The closer you get, the more you want to see the character finished. Iced, Alpha Proto, Goku Black voice is pretty awesome too. It took some work, but we got there. It's a different interpretation, so I hope that people appreciate it. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. It's not the same. It's not British. It's kind of like Freeza. It's the same Goku voice, just a little bit more proper. It's a different person. Same voice. So we'll see. We'll see if people like it. I'll see if I like it. I haven't heard. It feels like years since I did that voice. It was sometime last year, so it's gonna be interesting seeing how that turns out. Yeah. I'm just waiting. Like for mostly, besides the official release, like the big packs, and YouTube and the big packs were the only way I had of knowing about Hyper Dragon Ball Z before I went on Discord. Show it off. Really good voice. I don't even have the character, so I can't show off anything. Only voice pack I have is for the regular Goku. So until Goku Black premieres, I don't have anything to show. Okay. Shorts. Armor. Actually, let me check out this Freeza's armor. No, the armor's already off. I think there's 2 lawns on. Wait, is that a different color? Yep, I'm 90% sure that's the difference. Yep, I have to look at that to see. If I reduce my color palette now, like I've got all the colors I need, I think. What? I don't have these yellow eyes. Those yellow eyes! Yellow eyes! The green goblin. That's a Spider-Man reference. Yeah. Alright. This is red. And then there's this red. Oh. And he doesn't have horns. Don't have the purple skin. So half of this video is going to be me getting colors from other sprites. So I'm bad at choosing good colors. Been doing this color stealing for years. What's This Freeza's toenails are yellow? Aren't they supposed to be black? Ah, whatever. Oh, chat room. Blah 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 blah. Elric and Shonen Jump still have an open submission. Yep, which is why they're making money still, because they keep getting new talent. Yep. Yep. All their money. Shonen Jump. Like, I used to ask myself, what kind of anime do I like? And I was like, okay, I like mecha anime. And I was like, well, I like action anime, but what's the easy way to... But I don't like stuff that's too violent. And I was like, oh, Shonen. Everything that Shonen Jump releases is, like, super good. So I guess they have really good editors who just know how to pick good stories. And good talent. Let's streamline this. There we go. I think I have enough. I think I have enough. This. And this color. Or whatever. No, let's use this black. This color replacer now. Yep. There we go. Now what? Iced says they also pay peanuts to the artist. They only get some real dough. They're an anime adapted. Even then, it's a long shot. Yeah. And the weekly schedule. That's insane. But it's in black and white, so you don't have to worry about a colorist. And they mostly do the lettering themselves. And there's computers now, so that makes it even faster. But you have to, like, writing a story weekly, you would definitely have to make it up as you go along. But yeah, or if you had about 4 assistants, I guess, and you just hardly did anything, you like just did the manuscript or thumbnails, then had everyone else do everything else, and you just wrote it and did the lettering and drew the main characters and had someone do the backgrounds and someone else ink them, then someone else do the toning. Yeah. Once you have money, once you're like, and actually pay someone to help you, I guess it gets a little easier. Yeah. Okay, let's see what I've got. I've got, okay, this is going to be the leg part. Okay, that's too big. Yep, American comic artists have it a lot easier. A lot easier. But you can become complacent and lazy when you're working on someone else's story. Great thing about manga, they're usually complete stories, told from one person, so everything's consistent. There's no big jarring character changes. Like, there's no jarring. I said character changes, but it's not really character changes. What's character? There's probably a better way to say it. And English is my first language, and I'm having a hard time doing it. There's no big inconsistencies of how characters are portrayed, like in most American comics. That's my biggest problem with it. Like, as long as you have the one person writing a book, there's like one voice for the character, but once you throw another person in to replace a writer, it changes a lot. That's the worst thing about American comics to me. It's just not a consistency of how the characters represented. Because there's so many people writing the character. For example, Spider-Man. The way one writer writes Spider-Man could be totally different than the way that Stan Lee, the guy who created Spider-Man, would write him. So, in a way, it's like, yeah, it's nice to have Spider-Man stories, but does it really feel like Spider-Man if it's not from the original author? What else? Elric Huga says it's the difference between them and Marvel. Marvel still had an open submission. They would have great stories and heroes. I remember when I was in like college, like first starting off in college. It was like 2003 or something, and I was trying to make submissions for Marvel. And I look at those submissions now, and yeah, they're exciting. It's an exciting story. I used to draw really good, exciting stuff, but no, I wasn't ready yet. It's just my skill wasn't there. This computer helps. Everything I can do now is like really clean. But oh, the voice of Kureeza? The voice of Goku Black. So I said I could do the voice on air. Let me see if I can find. I'll just talk with the voice, I guess. I'll just talk with the voice if I can't. I don't know where. I don't know if I can do the voice. I don't know. I have to get into character. It's really hard getting into character instantly. Like after a while of saying something like over and over again, you start to say, okay, this is how the characters would say it, or potentially say it. I always give multiple takes though. Always do multiple takes. Unless I can't find what I'm looking for. I was like, okay, that's the best I could do. Everything else is just a waste of time. Right. So maybe I should have kept that. Okay, let's do these shoulder pads. Still small compared to his head. Okay, let's talk about comics some more. But yeah, having one singular voice for your story and how it's told. Makes a big difference. If Spider-Man stopped right when Stan Lee wrote it, we would. Well, I think the character was consistent for a long time. It's just that, like, okay, let me go back to what I was about to say, just to finish that thought. The Spider-Man comic ended when Stan Lee stopped writing it. The character would be true to what his original intentions were throughout this, throughout. But we would have missed out on a lot of new villains. We wouldn't have Venom, we wouldn't have Carnage, which is another Venom character. I don't think I want... Wait. Yeah, having a character be consistent in tone and in actions and stuff is really important, because that character gets established over... Psycho Blue. Over the years, like, you start off with ideas, but then when you put the character in situations and see how they react, then everyone sees how they react and you learn who the character is. They're fictional, but there's a consistency. And let's start throwing in colors. I'm starting to get bored. Should I color the lines first? Use these two colors for lines. No. Is this tail white at the end? Purple. No, Freeza's is purple. Looks white. Oh no. Alright, let's just fill in colors. Wait, that's wrong. This is the skin color. It's maybe too early. And the brown goes here. Oh yeah, my nephew was born last Sunday? I think it was Sunday. I don't know. I know he was born recently. Feels like yesterday. I don't know how this armor looks. Okay. Brown, white trim, black here. I'm gonna get this face. Sketch this out. Almost good. Nope. Pretty close. Alright, more colors. What's this? And this. Well, I guess this part was brown too. The sides are black. This is black. That's brown. Under the shoulder pads is brown too. Nope. And the tail. The head is brown. This is mid. These parts. Well, his face is different than the other part, huh? So I'll use this. And the yellow is for his eyes. It's there, his neck is this color. This. Here. That's the same. Then there's the armor. This. Should his skin and the armor have the same color? It's probably just gonna be one palette, right? I feel like his head should be bigger since he's a kid. I could probably... Oh, no, not yet. Yeah. So this color. That out. This. Raise this. I think that looks a little better. Yeah, guess I'll adjust the line colors now. Well, not yet. Let's do this. It's better. Yeah, let's adjust the lawn colors. They're pretty clean. It's not too much that needs fixing with them. Probably this tail. Still think it probably should be white at the end. Two, three. Is 3 enough? kind of don't feel like three is enough. Might be need 4. 1, 2, 3. And there's these 2. Then this has these 2. Let's just grab this. Okay. Yeah, using black was a bad idea. Bad idea. Okay. Color replacing time. And this. That's pretty good. Alright, let's use this. Hmm. It's pretty good. Can't tell if this is good or not. I think I'm better when I use the blob method. Let's start shading. Once I start shading, it'll probably come together, right? Kind of second guessing myself now. Oops. Let's use this. I'll leave that the way it is now. This and this. That's the light. So there's definitely going to be a lot of adjusting on this character. A lot. Okay, it just turned 6:30 here. I like looking outside to see how much sunlight's outside. I don't see it. Let's color this tail. It's farther back, so maybe I should have a different color. Well, there we go. Maybe a highlight there. Then after that, it gets darker. So it's farther back. So this has, okay, I'm looking at this, CPS 3. This is not Z2 style. He has the lines here. Here, I don't see any lines except for on the tail. Right, let's adjust these. Are you always lying? That's pretty good. Well, this leg should be farther back, so it should be a color darker. Maybe a highlight on the edge. That's about it. Really? Come on. Should be looking at the color picker, but just going back and forth until I get it right. Looks pretty good. Not too horrible. Let's fix this tail. Ah, let's go. Alright. Alright, how's it looking? I don't know. It's really weird. Looking at the small pictures so I can know how the big one looks. Pixel art is all about perception. Hey, it's Trap Productions. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, 150 uploads. That's a lot. Took over 10 years, but yeah. And most of those were just Fatal Fury Wild Ambition endings. But hey, that got me to partner at one time. I really like that game. It's not, and the thing is, it's not that good. It's actually really cheap. I just like the presentation more than anything. But yeah, I made it. It's 150. Pretty good. Yeah, 150 uploads. I don't know how many of those are private. I know one's private. It's a movie I made. That's why it's private. It's a movie I made when I was in film. Not really film school. I was in university and I took my first film class. It was my, I don't know, is it a thesis? Couldn't have been a senior thesis because I wasn't a senior. Like a junior or something. But one day, I'll show everybody the movie one day. It's just not the right time to show the movie. I've got to still change some things that are probably didn't age well over the years, you know? Some jokes. Some jokes that get me in trouble. It's an action comedy. I like action comedy. So once I edit the movie, let's put a circle. Then I can show it to everybody. Until then, it's gonna stay private. Actually, I think I need another color. Maybe I'll show it when I get 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'll show the movie when I get 1,000 subscribers. Quality is interesting. It was filmed with a really high-end camera from my brother was going to film school too. So my brother got to check out a really good camera. No, wait. My brother was going to film school and I was taking a film class at a university. There we go. So he just had better equipment than I had. But we didn't have a crew. Well, one day we had a crew. So it starts, like the movie starts off really good, and then just, quality just, tried the best I could with editing and stuff, but just didn't live up to expectations I had for it. No, wait. The back leg's supposed to be like this one. I can do that here, but I can't. Probably shouldn't do that back. Right around here. There we go. Strut Production says you've done quite a lot over the years, and I have a feeling you'll do a lot more. Oh, if you want, you can stream snipe my new episode of Ninja Steve. It's premiering in less than 20 minutes. Oh, 20 minutes. You know what? I should be done with this one sprite in around 20 minutes. Less than 20 minutes. I could probably end this after that. Then I'll just show up over there. I don't know if... I don't know how people reacted to the stream swiping last time. I haven't... Because I forgot to actually upload the video the day that I did it. I uploaded it, I think yesterday. So I didn't get a... I wasn't able to see how people responded to me watching a video while doing a video. Now I like the cross out look more. Nah, let's just put a red on there. I don't know. How's this? Oh. Okay. I don't know if these lines on the face look good. I don't like it. Just leave it solid color. Shade it. Probably too dark, still. There we go. Yeah. I'll look at the analytics. I don't know if I got thumbs down or thumbs up on that last video. Because I guess I had bigger. Yeah. Well, I guess a kid, yeah. 1, 2. It's about 4 heads tall, I think. 3.5. Well, it's a kid. Let's go for it. Let me. This. Yeah, with a bigger head, I can add more expression. Think about Neko Majin Z. Since it is more of a gag manga, that's pretty good. Maybe this is a little too much. I think I want to redo that. Should it just be this? Or the face, too? How big is this? This is 400. Okay, what if I drop this to 400 and compare that Freeza to Kureeza? Guess head's bigger than this. Faces are about the same. Toriyama changed a lot. Oh! Nicotine Fist 18 says, Toriyama changed a lot. He styled at drawing kids. Now everyone had a bigger head and slimmer body. Yeah. He kind of reverted back to what he was doing in Slump. Like joke characters usually have bigger heads. Like even Mr. Satan in Dragon Ball Super, he went from being like really buff and like looking athletic to, you know, his head got bigger. His head's bigger, his arms are skinnier. The new Saiyans, all his new designs have really slender tube-like arms. Really, they're not that muscular. They're like noodle people. Not bad, not bad. Pretty good. Yeah, making the head bigger helped. I think I'll open up this face area a little more. Make the mouth smaller. Look cuter. This back. I don't know. Yeah, that looks better. Thank you for the advice. One, two, three, four. How's that? Trying to avoid pillow shading, but I want some depth. Looking pretty good. From the top of the head to the bottom of the chin. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Oh! Kureeza. Oh, shoot. Kureeza. Really? Hey, you! Just working on this Freeza. I mean, Kureeza. I may stop in five more minutes. Let's see how much I can get done within that time. How are you? Good. Okay. Ah, that's good. Kura. I'll just call you Kura. Joe? Really? Nicotine Fist? Want me to call him Joe? Yeah. I'll probably get something to eat in a few minutes. Okay, let's put some lines on the tail. I guess. Not so sure about putting lines on the arms. The tail for sure. I'll put lines on it. Oh, I was working on it. Oh, this it's easier to see. One, two, three, four. What? I'm using these colors. Golly, this is confusing. These down here. Know where they are. Love when a plan comes together. Too much belt, not enough trunks. Pretty good. No, I'll do this. Just put these lines on the top shade and these in the back. pretty good. Looks good, looks good. Looks done. Does it look done? It looks kind of done from here. Alright, that was one sprite. Started at around 5:30. 7:05. It's like 2.5 hours for one sprite. And everything else is just cleanup work. This is why I charge so much for these sprites. If I was doing a sketch, it would have been way faster. I keep forgetting, Hyper Dragon Ball Z still has outlines for most of everything. CVS had a influence on how I sprite stuff, because I noticed that that's the first game I was like, oh, you don't need so many colors to do everything. You could do more with less. Just if you could just manage your colors good. The best way to manage colors is just not use an outline. That look good. Yeah, crotch is kind of weird. Is that better? Yeah, that looks better. There's 3 people in here with me. I think it's done. This one frame is anyway. Too dark. I'm trying to show depth, but yeah, that's way too dark. Oh. This microphone's weird. It's really old. This is like my first USB microphone. I got this back early 2000-ish era. So if it gives it gives me problems sometimes. Only reason I have it up is because it works on my mic stand, mic arm, Rode mic, whatever it is. But sometimes the reason I don't use it anymore is because I don't know what happened to it. It's just old and gives off a lot of static. It's hard to get it to work. Lots of feedback. Feedback. Yeah, I like it the way it is. Tinfoil mouse pad? A mouse pad's not tinfoil. It's Logitech, has a laser on it. Pretty clean. And his tail looks weird. Looks good. I think I can stop for tonight. This is what I wound up with. I would save it, but don't feel like it. Don't need this. It's a good reference, but need it. So I guess I'll wrap everything up. Wrap it. Okay, I'd like to thank Elric Huga for showing up. I'd like to thank HB Productions for saying hi. I'd like to thank Nicotine Fist 18 for saying yo. I'd like to thank Iced for saying looking great. I'd like to thank It's Trap Productions for making a cameo. I'd like to thank Joe / what? Wait for what? It's Labyrinth. No. What is? What's Labyrinth? No, what? I'm trying to close out. I'm trying to say goodbye. Yeah, the sprite's pretty much done. Like, I'll do all the other stuff later. I'll probably be doing I'll probably finish this up this week. And next week I will... I'm pretty sure I'll start working on something else. Possibly. But right now, I'm done. You know, that's it. There's not much more to it. So I'm just going to finish up. Say goodbye. Who else? I've got to thank somebody else. I've got to thank GMSD773 for subscribing. Appreciate it. So far I've been doing good having these streams on Fridays. Oh, someone else is here. Luis Carlos Bob Lee. You just got here. I'm trying to finish up. But I'll go back. See, check it out. That's what I've worked on. But I've been here for an hour and 45 minutes. Which isn't that long. I've had 4-hour streams, but it seems like the shorter streams do better. I will probably make one more frame of this with him getting hit, but it's just going to be the flying away frame and his tail's going to move. Everything else is probably going to stay stationary while he flies off screen. But I'm on my way out of here. So, until next time, be seeing ya. Stay out of trouble.